Hey guys, another quick video. So I just want to go over real quick one thing I was thinking of that I thought was an important point on kind of a way to know when somebody really cares about you. One way to see when somebody cares about you versus when they don't really care or when they don't really have your best interest at heart. And one way to really tell about that is, do they care about leaving you in a state of mind or emotions or whatever where you are confused or not feeling right or something's wrong or clarity. And I guess maybe there's a way they can still care about you in their own little weird way. Especially considering whatever their intentions and motives are and stuff. But somebody who really truly cares about you, like they love you, they care about your well-being, they're not going to want to leave you in a state of mind where you're confused, where you don't know what's going on, where you're constantly having to guess or question or wonder what is going on between the two of you or how they feel about you. I know that we can also take responsibility for our own actions. Like somebody could like full on be there for you. And, you know, depending on whatever your own blocks and stuff are, you know, you might complicate things too. So I get sometimes people can be extremes. But for the most part, if somebody is constantly looping you or leaving things vague or playing word games or leaving you hanging or leaving things unopened or unsolved or whatever, because, you know, there's multiple reasons, but the most popular is it leaves you hanging, it leaves you guessing, it leaves you trying, it creates that push-pull dynamic. When someone really cares about you, especially when they love you, they don't want to see you in a state of emotional or mental or physical turmoil. Obviously, they'd have to have boundaries, so if you're kind of going a little overboard with it, then yeah, they're going to pull back. But if you're not and you're doing something that's kind of normal or not going overboard, they're going to try to work with you and create a peace and a harmony and clarification and letting you know what's going on. Now, I will say, yes, sometimes, like say if it's a guy, they could have cared about you and they're just done and now they just really don't want to deal with it because you either don't want to let go or you're going to ask a bunch of questions, or that leaves room for you trying to negotiate to keep it together. Or maybe it's even emotionally hard on them. You know, there are little caveats to that. But for the most part, like somebody that you're with or is still working with you or caring about you or something like that, where there's still interaction between the two, they're not going to want to leave you confused. I understand also some people have like communication issues, or they may not understand why, or they may have a hard time communicating. And if that's the case, you're at least going to see them try. Like you're at least going to see them try to put your mind at ease or answer your questions. And I mean in a clarifying way, not in a way where like you're still confused, or that roundabout game playing way. And I really want to emphasize here, I'm not trying to take like personal responsibility away from this. Like it's not somebody else's job to give you closure. It's not somebody else's job to like deal with your emotional issues if you have some, and you just looping yourself you know, at that point, no, it's not that person because they've got to draw the line somewhere too. But in a normal kind of way, just in that normal interacting kind of way, there's a difference between when sometimes people do things to leave you confused or leave you doubting yourself or doubting what's going on. So it leaves that openings depending on how they want it to go, or, you know, what really happened, kind of, it leaves them out, basically. But usually if somebody really has a good intention and they really care and love you, like, they're gonna answer your questions or try to create clarity. They'll at least try. And honestly, if they do care about you and they don't, and they're like, well, they'll have to always figure it out, and they don't care about leaving you in doubt, then that's something you have to think about. Especially at first. I mean, after a while, if it's like this person's never going to get it, then I understand. But they shouldn't really be dealing with you anymore anyways, or vice versa. But if it's a normal situation and you guys are just going back and forth and you find that they're always leaving you in doubt, they're always leaving you confused, they're always leaving your mind scattered, things just are never clear, you always seem to be wrong or confused or not knowing what's going on, or you get what I'm saying. That's not love. That's not somebody who respects you. Somebody who really loves and respects you won't do that. So that's just, in my opinion, one way that you'll know when somebody really does love and respect you. Could that be switched a little bit? You know, yeah, someone could answer your questions and give you clarity and it's not the truth and they don't really love it. I'm not going there though. So, you guys get what I'm saying, because there's a lot of times situations with people that, they have to create their own reality, or they choose to create their own reality because the person that they're hoping for, talking to, or whatever doesn't. And they've got to fill in the blanks, and it just creates a whole mess of confusion. That is not fully their part. That's your part too. But just from what I have found, when somebody really truly cares about you, you absolutely will not have to fill in the blanks, and you won't have to guess. So I love you guys. I hope this helps. I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.